Hi, in this video tutorial, see a little effect with Adobe After Effects. Okay, so um, I import file or multi-files, and I make a little animation with 3D Studio Max and in with color. I choose the first frame and I check target sequence. So I don't import all files, but I give ignore because it's not important in this example the alpha channel. So and I import another animation, but this is in TIFF. I choose the first frame, check TIFF sequence. Okay, done. And I have a little this is my little animation. And this is my second animation with teapot is black and this cube is white. I make this because now I apply a little mask for give another effect. So because if I make this in 3D, is more time for render, and is not very good because I lost more time, and so maybe I have no time for render for make in 3D this effect. So now I take the pen tools and I draw in my mask on this animation on the teapot on this level. Okay, so you see if the mask inside the mask is visible and the out of mask is not visible, so you can go here and the teapot when pass inside the cube is change color, is another effect. Okay, this is a little example for use the mask in After Effects, but I can with select tools I can take this point and put here, take this, put here for have a good mask on this layer. I put here and I adjust here. Okay, this is a little example, but I can give a effect, a glove effect, for example, of only this mask, and I go to Effects, Styles, Glove. This is here in Control, Effects Control, Windows. I can give more glove or setting the radius. Okay, but I can setting this also here under teapot sequence, teapot black and white sequence. I find mask because I can animation mask, or in effects I can set in the glove. I can setting not for only static, but I can animation this effect because I can click on the clock, for example intensity. I can give here the frame in the time 0 is 1, intensity is 1. Okay, this point is represented the start, and when pass the teapot inside, for example, the time in the second, I can give more glowing, and when go to exit this teapot, I can give a less. For example, I can give 1. So my effects, you can see, change in the time, arrive here but here is not, it's not perfect, because here is go from 1 to 2.5. I can say here is my effect is 1. Okay. I can give another effect, for example, for give more more nice this sequence. For example, I can give US saturation effect, color correction, US saturation, and in US saturation I can use all saturation channel, or I can give a colorize. I can check colorize, and so you take another color. My layer is take another color. For example, I can here I can check here is you can see another color. Okay, this is a little example of the mask inside After Effects. I can animation also, because here I have a clock, and if I click on the clock, I animation this effect. But I can animation all the movie of this mask. I can see, I show you another file where I can use this the same mask and animation mask for give a particular effect. Okay. Okay, can I open these files? For example, only one image. This one image in point JPEG. Okay. Can I choose new mask with, for example, pen tools? And when I drawing, for example, if I drag, I can have this effect, the Bezier effect, or I can, after, for example, in pen tools, if I can find add vector vertex tools, delete vertex. For example, I can delete this. For example, I can convert vertex tool, for example, this in this for smoothing. Okay. I can select and drag here. I can move this here or here, here, and here. Okay. This is my position, my last position of my mask. Or for example, I can select all points. If I click on point and press Shift, I add point in my selection. Okay, and I can, for example, here I can put here, and I can put here and move with Bezier. Okay, this part here and this part here. Okay. For example, this is my start shape, okay, and when arriving the end I see all image. For animation this mask I go under this image on under mask I find mask 1. This is mask 1 because I can create another mask, for example, and I have mask 1, mask 2, and etc. And under mask I find mask paths, max filter, and max opacity, expression. Okay, max opacity is represent the opacity of this mask. For example, now is center per center. If I 0% is I don't see never don't see nothing, sorry. And if I click for example on filter I can see little effects for good blending with another layer, for example. So I go to frame 0 and opacity, I start with opacity is 0, okay, and frame 1 second I find 100% also is I click on the clock I see this effect, okay. And when arrive for example in the middle from 0 and 1 second I can start with animation the path. I click on the clock of the path and take this, select this point, no, oops, sorry, this point and drag and move this point and move this point here. In this I move this, only this, for example I move this on here and this here, this here. Don't see here, okay. So this is my effect, okay. But I can choose here is I put 5 seconds. So my animation is this. I see the mask is not real time, but I can see the mask is create this shape from the shape this shape. Okay, so but sometimes you find more difficult because the all moving from the path from here to here is not perfect in the same case. And for example I can go here and click on the clock and adjust this point, and so okay. Okay, but for this file is not uh, have this I can I can't make this operation because it's not very important. I have not the particular form for this shape. So but in for example these files, no change, no save. Okay, for example, in these files it's very difficult to move the mask, animation the mask, because all okay, see this animation, the grass is the max, is the level with the max, but it's very difficult because when I arrive, for example, here, okay, here the max move here from here, and I put all key in all frame because so okay, because for example, when I pass from here to here to here, I find if I delete this key, you can see the max the max is not very regular, is not very the same with the key. So I can animation this max frame by frame. But the this video you can see the good effect, and it's not very long for render, because in render if I check okay, disable the layer of the grass, you can see no grass. With grass in the render is more time for rendering this frame, but with After Effects I put the grass here. The layer is the layer 3D with the 3D layer, so I can put in perspective, so I can deform, transform, and have this effect. Okay. Another example, all in these files, you can find here white solid, in this part. You can see the effect of neon, the on-off neon. I have two max on this layer, and move from here to here, and the opacity, for example, is 70%, but when start is 0, because so the effect is the effect of on-off light is okay. Is not very good, because I haven't the reflect of this light here. I haven't the good light from here, the glow here. But is it good uh, for this little animation, because it's very 1 second, and so is only the effect of on-off light. I can give also a little filter for good blending here. This is not more, is 0.5, but effect is very nice. Another example, also these files you can find here with the text, because I have this text when the max pass the max, change color, because in this layer is the color is okay, is white, and this is white, this is white, and this is red, so is the max is a different max, so when pass take the different, and I give the filter is more filter, so I have this effect. Okay, the same on the number 3, but with the layer 1 of number 3 is red, and the second is white, with the max in this case is add additional mask. Okay, this is a little example for mask in After Effects. It's very important to use the mask, because you can make more effect in post-production, and don't spend more time for rendering, or for become crazy for some effect, but you can make in After Effects. Okay, from Italy, bye bye from Matteo.